Early the next day, her aunt prepared her porridge and sweet potatoes. She gulped it as she reached for the slightly burnt ones. Take this other one. That one is burnt, her aunt said. Not really. The burnt ones taste better compared to those other ones, Achibella replied. She was having her last gulp when she spotted Nyongenya drawing closer. I need to go. Bye. Her aunt blessed her and helped her carry her suitcases. Take care of yourself, daughter. It took them 30 minutes to arrive at Bondo before the bus left for Usenge. You'll know you're nearing Usenge by the sweet aroma of fried wheel. It was only 11 a.m., but she couldn't resist the urge to order a plate. She entered into one of the roughly built structures and realized that everybody was having lunch already. For a moment, she was spoiled for a choice between Ngege and Will. She spotted an empty table and grabbed a seat. How much is a plate of ugali and Will? She inquired. 8 bob only, replied one of the female attendants with a Ugandan accent. Ugali na ngege ni pesa ngapi? 100. She didn't expect the prices to be that cheap. She had budgeted to spend at least 500 for the meal, but it was way cheaper than what she could have spent in the same meal back in Nairobi. I'll go for ngege. It had been long since she ate food that wasn't refrigerated. The taste was out of this world. At first, she thought that the meal wasn't going to be tasty because of its price, but she was mistaken. She was so much soaked in her best ngege that she didn't even notice a man who joined her table. You must be enjoying your meal. Oh, Robert, I'm so sorry. He dished it for someone, manzi. Hii ninaweza kula every day. Have you eaten? Bills on me, she replied. She ordered another plate for Robert. No lady has ever paid my bills. You are actually the first one, Robert said in dismay. Of course, at a price. I'm house hunting, and you promised to be my guide. Chimchuth, Mbelebek. Achibella laughed. Robert started liking Achibella's sense of humor and liveliness. He toured her around and showed her the alternatives for rentals near Gotramogi. She managed to get one that was not too far from where she was going to work. Robert helped her shop for the essentials. This was the new beginning. Robert helped her with other things that she needed for a start. Now you're good to go. A simple mattress with a duvet without a bed is where we all began. You need to capture this moment, Robert said. Achibella smiled. It was a moment worth capturing. Thanks for everything. How could I have managed this without you? Achibella said. If you're not tired, we can take a walk through the forest. You're a Luo, and you can't miss visiting where our patriots first landed when they left Uganda, Robert pointed out. They walked for 10 minutes and got into the entrance of the forest. They met a large group of worshippers leaving the forest as others joined them. Achibella saw everybody picking a leaf and placing it on a rock. She got inquisitive. Why is everyone doing that? Shh. This is a holy place. You need to cleanse yourself before you get in, replied Robert. Is this a shrine? Yes. The same as what Mogumo tree is to the Ikuyu and Mount Elgon to the Kalenjins. Achibella copied what other people did as they entered the shrine. For a moment, she thought she was being initiated into a secret cult and was about to make a U-turn. But something held her. They got deeper inside the forest and found so many people with different robes praying. Hawani Lejo Maria? It's for all religions. They all come here to cleanse when they want to make important decisions in their lives. Even politicians come here, Robert answered. Why are we here in the first place? Achibella inquired. I need to settle down and I need a life partner. Why are you here yourself? Achibella looked at him in disbelief. What kind of question was that? He was the one who suggested that you take a walk in the forest. At the back of her mind, she expected a cool breeze with trees all over, chopping of birds, and breathing fresh air contrary to the smoke of Dandora dump site. She needed to give her lungs a taste of fresh air. She thought for a moment. She was making a bad decision in her life. A life away from hopping from one club to the other every Friday and having shisha puffs with the divas to a night of healthy living and settling down. A life away from the crowds and to a focused and individualized life. She looked back at the life she had and realized time was not on her side. Her age mates and schoolmates have advanced in life, but she was still mark timing. It was time for her to make a move. The way, and the only way, was to change the environment and her associate. She also found herself immersed in prayers. She was lost in prayers when Robert reminded her, it's time to leave. She couldn't explain what she went through. The whole time they were talking out of the forest, she didn't utter a single word. I hope you're now ready for the assignment ahead of you. Robert broke the silence. I feel a whole new being. Thanks for everything. Robert looked at how she was exhausted and she smiled. He felt that his prayers were answered at Gotramogi. He dropped at her new place and then left. Achibella thought she needed to freshen up before relaxing. She poured water from one of the jerrycans that Robert brought from his place, tied a lasso around her body, and went to the public bathroom. She came back from the bathroom and changed into her sweatpants, ready to relax. Robert came back with cooked food. Hey, you need this after a hectic day. I thought you left. Thanks anyway. That's kind of you, she replied and reached for the jar. They shared the food and Robert left for his place at around 7 p.m. and bid her bye. Don't forget your mosquito nets and the repellents. This place is full of mosquitoes. Achibella could not describe what she was feeling. All she knew was that she had lost some weight and she felt lighter. She organized herself and got ready for her first day at work the next day.